electricity, you want to recap what the children have learned at first level. They will have built some circuits. What did they build when they built their circuits? You could ask them some questions. You could try and eke out of them what components did they use. Did they have a battery, a cell, a bulb, a buzzer, a motor? And what did they build with these things? What did these things do? Just as a recap. You might want to talk about what symbols these things have, and if they could draw them. Could they draw some basic circuits? Maybe you want to make some basic circuits again. At second level, you're going to start talking about what the concept of electricity is, and that will allow you to explain energy flow around the circuit and how the energy transforms from one type to another. This topic does link into energy and might be quite a good one for using linked in with energy too. At second level, you need to describe how batteries work, and they need to make some simple batteries. In this video, I'm going to show you how to describe the basic concepts of electricity and how to make some simple battery projects. The two should link up, so when you're looking at how electricity is formed and where electricity comes from, and then you make it, that should complete the circle for the pupils, where they're learning where it comes from, how to make it, and how to use it. So at second level, you need to discuss with pupils what electricity is. So it's a flow of electrons. You might want to talk to them about the fact that all materials are made from atoms. This is what an atom looks like. An electron is a part of an atom. It's negatively charged, and here it is on an atom. To demonstrate how electrons make electricity, as electricity is a flow of electrons, you could get a clear hula hoop filled with some beads. So the beads would be the electrons, the hula hoop is the circuit, and if it's completed and there is no stopper in it, the electrons will flow all the way around the circuit. So they flow around the wire. If they flow around the wire, then if you were to put a bulb in that circuit, then the bulb will light up because the electrons are flowing through that bulb. You might want to discuss what's causing the electrons to move. So at the moment, it's because I am turning this hula hoop. What am I giving to this hula hoop to make the electrons move? I'm giving the hula hoop energy. In a real circuit, where does the energy come from? The energy would come from a battery or a cell. You could talk to them about if you have a broken circuit. So if you had a hula hoop and it has a break in it, would the electrons flow all the way around the hula hoop? If they start at one end and you turn the hula hoop, they get stuck at the other end. So if I was to put a bulb on this circuit, would it light up? It might momentarily the first time that the electrons flow around the circuit, but then they would be stuck. So my bulb wouldn't light permanently. When you have your break in your circuit, that's either because one of your wires is disconnected, or it could be a switch. So when a switch is off, there is a break in the circuit. When a switch is on, it connects up the circuit and it is a full loop again. Also talk about a circuit with a blockage in it. So this one has the stopper for the hula hoop in it. So the electrons can flow around but they get stuck. So this is the equivalent of having an insulator or a material that doesn't allow electrons to flow in it. So similar to the break in the circuit, your bulb in this circuit would have a spurt of electricity going through it or some electrons going through it, but then they would get stuck and so it wouldn't switch on permanently. You could also add into your circuit, not just a bulb, but you could add other items like a speaker or a buzzer. Or instead of having a bulb picture image, you could change this for a symbol of a bulb. I'm going to show you two experiments, ways that you could make batteries in the classroom. The coin battery could probably build up more electricity. You need 2 volts to be able to operate an LED. There's more chance of doing that with the coin battery, but it is a bit messier and requires a few more components. The lemon battery is much more straightforward to operate, very quick experiment for a quick fix, but you probably can't build up quite as much electricity with that. So you could link all this back to the flow of electrons. The electrons are flowing through the layers of the battery, the electrons are flowing through the lemon. You could link this back to the Plato circuits that you did at first level, that Plato conducts electricity and so the electrons are flowing through the Plato. That should take everything full circle for the pupils. Thanks for listening today. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact.